When you think of Salzburg, Austria, maybe you think of Mozart, he was born there, or maybe you think of Julie Andrews, The Sound of Music was filmed there. But one thing I bet you do not think about when you think about Salzburg, Austria, is sex-crazed teenagers.
Oh.
It certainly is not what I was thinking about when my friend Kristen and I arrived there, talk about old, Travis, in June of 1992. We had just been studying in Italy for 5 months, and from the perspective of a North American 21-year-old female, Italy is full of sex-crazed teenagers, and 20-somethings, and 40-somethings, and 60-somethings. It's crazy there. They would come up to your table at dinner, and they would say, "Che bella, marry me!" And you'd be like, or they would walk up to you on the street, and they would say, "Do you have a boyfriend?" Like, what are you expecting to get out of this, right? Friends, classmates would report being pinched on buses or rubbed up against in public transportation. It's a crazy place. It was a beautiful place, but from our perspective, it was also pretty crazy. So we were really looking forward to Austria, where we had heard that no one that we knew personally had been proposed marriage to by a stranger on the street, where it's an orderly society, the trains run on time. One thing we were told, though, is you cannot cross against the lights. If the light is red and you try to cross it, it's jaywalking, it's a punishable offense, you get in big trouble. So we're like, all right, we're not going to do that. So we arrive, it's our first day, we get off the train, we check into our youth hostel, and we decide we need some supplies. So we go off to a store, we get some good bread, we get some wine, some cheese, and we get these beautiful, juicy, big oranges. They're gorgeous. And we're walking back to the youth hostel. It's a beautiful day, we're strolling along, and all of a sudden from behind us we hear, hey, Americans! And we're like looking back, and it's a bunch of probably 4 or 5 teenage boys. And we know what this is like from being in Italy, so we ignore them. You know, they're not criminals, they're just hooligans. And we keep walking. And they're getting closer, and we say to ourselves, well, maybe if we speak Italian, they'll think we're Italian. So we tried that, and that didn't work. And they're getting closer, and we round a corner, and they're getting closer, and we're ignoring them. We cross this river, and we get to a stoplight. You can't cross against the lights. And they're right behind us. They're right there. I don't know if any of you have ever gotten a butt pinch, like maybe from, an intimate person, somebody you love, that's okay, right? Well, standing at this light, I received not a butt pinch, but a full-on 5-fingered ass crack from one of the guys behind me. And I have 3 thoughts in my head. The first one is, what is your end game? Like, what am I supposed to do here? Am I going to run away with you because you grabbed my ass? And my second thought is blind fury. I'm so angry. And my third thought is, I have a nice big bag of juicy oranges. So I just turn around and I start whacking this guy with my oranges. I'm swearing at him like Ralphie in that movie, A Christmas Story. I'm so mad. My friend Kristen pulls me off of him. She turns me back around. We're back at the light, and the goddamn light is still red. And I keep turning around. I'm glaring at them. I'm saying, who the fudge do you think you are? Only I'm not saying fudge. And my friend Kristen and I are just standing at this light, and she's holding me back, and she's calming me down, and finally, the light turns green. We can cross the street. We step out into the street. And these guys run out from behind us, and they run across the street, and they're looking back with fear on their faces. And I've got my bag of oranges. I'm shouting at them and swearing still. It was my first day in Salzburg, Austria. But I'm willing to bet that it was the last day that any of them ever did a full-on 5-fingered ass grab. Thank you.